Kodi ya jirani ya baki mteja patikani. Hiyo ni kesi. Kondani ya kinyasa sasa imeleta kesi. Hiyo ni kesi. Eti ya nani? Wanani? Nani wanani jamani?
Welcome. This is the Story Clip Show, yet another episode with a big artist. And this one doesn't just call herself an artist. She is a femc, she is a vocalist, she is a rapper, she is an actress stroke actor, she is an entertainer, she even does spoken word. And the best part, because me, I love my food, she is a chef. She goes by the name of Achicho, aka Mama ya Baba Yao. Hey!
Kwa majina ni Achicho Software Software, yani kama kawa Mama ya Baba Yao.
And that is the lady that we have on our show today. How are you doing, Achicho?
I'm fine, I'm good. How are you doing?
We are living, we are killing, we are just out here just ready to talk about your music because you have done such a phenomenal job. Now, we know that you are from Kisumu Dala, and that does not go unmentioned, it does not go unnoticed. So I don't think there's a song of yours where you've gone without rapping a little bit in Kidala Dala like this. Eh? Lazima. Una represent the area code, eh? Now, from what I've seen online, it seems that you started your musical journey from your entertainment prefectness. Ulikuwa prefect wa entertainment, shule, high school pale, and then you decided, you know what, let's represent the women. Can you tell us how that started in general? Because I feel like a lot of people don't go as far as that. Tell us about that journey.
Okay, I started music a long time ago. First, I was a prefect in high school. I was an entertainment prefect, so there is where the talent started growing officially. Yeah, because when I was an entertainment prefect, I started writing my own songs and my own lyrics at that time.
Okay.
Yeah, back in the day. So after that, I can say from 2010, uko nilingia studio, and I started in Mombasa. Actually, I started as a singer, and then I became a rapper. Yeah, so I started with a producer called Petrus on the beat. Then from there, I went back to Kisumu, and then I started afresh again. Because now my aim was to target fan base in different places, not in Mombasa only. And then now that's when I came to Nairobi.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can say I have grown musically in 3 counties, in Nairobi, Mombasa, and Kisumu.
I love that. And actually, when I heard about your story with all these 3 counties that you una represent, you also mentioned that apparently you do vocals for rumba music. So I know tukiwa Costo, when you're feeling those waves, a lot of the time we listen to a lot of rumba music. It's benga, it's that cool, smooth flowing music. So is that where that came from?
No, actually, music, I started learning music officially back in 2015. In 2015, I met Helen Mtawali.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
big name,
we had a project for the whole year. It was a band project. So that's when I learned how to sing on key, techniques in music. Though a lot of people don't know that I am a vocalist.
Yeah. Which is so sad.
That is part of the bombshell that is coming now, That's why warning ngoma mingi sana in YouTube, and because I'm really working on a very huge type of projects that I think good things take time, and that is what I'm doing right now. Yeah.
I love it. And the fact that you've actually made music such an important thing in your life, that you've gone to study, you've gone and met with people like Helen who can really teach you how to tap into your musical abilities. So that's an amazing, beautiful thing. I love that. I love that. Now we also gotta speak about this, because honey, tukikuangalia hivi tunakuona umevaa kwenye snapback, kwenye like some, badass jacket, and we're just going like, okay, that's a very interesting style. Do you want to talk more about that?
I think I just put it in one sentence, in one word. Artist style. I'll just put it that way.
Okay.
Artist style. So actually, the way I portray myself out there is aligned to what I do in music and my type of music.
Ah.
Yes.
Hip hop, a little bit of, but I've heard you have a very interesting merge of both like bongo flavor type vibes and hip hop and still gengetone. So it gets lost on me a little bit because I'm like, okay, what is your niche? What do you describe your music as?
I can't say I can describe a specific genre because I just do good music. Because I can bounce on any, even I'm a piano, ukinipatia. I do, as long as it is good music and it is culture music, and I don't really say like I'm just a hip hop artist, I'm an artist. No, I do good music.
Okay, I love that. I love that. So this tomboy thing, at fake we don't read into it. These tomboy vibes, we just lenga that vibe kabisa.
I don't have a problem. A fan base is wide.
True.
Fan base is wide. My aim in the industry art is music and making you guys happy, listening to me. I don't mind anyone who is going deep into it or thinking otherwise. As I've said, music is art. So whatever description you wanna put it in, mimi kama msanii wako, I will not hate you for that. I will continue just doing my thing, but I'd prefer you focus on my music. If it makes you happy, don't even sit at a negative thought or at a distraction mind. Kuwa sasa unataka kuchunguza Achicho ni nani. See, ulijua Achicho because of that music.
Okay.
If you wanna know Achicho personally, nitafute.
But I love the fact that you really try and separate like those two things, because your personal life and your craft as an artist are two separate entities. So you separating them and letting people enjoy your music without necessarily judging people for judging you, I think it's a very commendable thing. I love that. I wish I could be like that. I wish. If only I could be like that, but it's okay. It's okay. This is life. We move on. Now, another very interesting thing that we learned about you is that you featured on Kalikatel 4.
Yes.
In fact, makarondo dhani wando ututishe zo bunduki wanabeba haziwezi tugwaisa. Samahani tafadhali hunilishi kwa sahani mindo ratili na wapima nyuma na mbogi ya feed.
First of all, I love the collaboration of all those people. I mean, Calligraph is doing such an amazing job trying to bring local artists on scene, trying to make people understand and know different artists who are really doing amazing in their right, but just giving them that platform. So the fact that you came on there, I just wanted to know, what did you get out of it? What did you learn? What was your experience when you were creating the project? What was that journey like?
It was a great experience, first of all, and a big shout out to Calligraph Jones, because falling into such a project, that's a big project.
Very
you
big.
Understand? And before even that, we had participations before now getting into that. And I can remember over 7,000 people did that challenge.
Okay.
For us to be top 6.
Wow.
So that, to me, that's a very big achievement from the time I started music. And I remember there's one challenge I did before, and it was Timothy that's challenge. But coming to the Calligraph Jones challenge, the Kalikatel 4, that was a huge number of people who did that challenge. And for me to be part of it, I'm so humbled, and I have learned a lot. Being part of a team is something very, very, very important, because even when we were doing the sessions in the studio and all that, I could see the teamwork that was in that team, including Calligraph. He actually kept his celebrity side aside, and he kept himself into our circle. You understand? That alone means a lot. He's one person who believes in teamwork.
I love it. I love it. I love it. The fact that Calligraph Jones is able to just merge so many different, because like artists in general are such egos, as so that many egos in one room, and also him being the personality that we know as OG. It's very beautiful to hear that he's very collaborative and he's very professional in that aspect of recording and creating music. It's a cool thing. It's a cool thing. Now, speaking of Timitidat, umetuambia uko na projects kadhaa na yeye, moja mbili, lakini mimi yenye nimeona ni Casey. And Casey is a banger.
It's a Madonna on the beat. Unateka bibi ya jirani ya baki mteja patikane.
Casey, literally, as I was walking in here, I've listened to it like 7 times, if I'm not gonna lie. 7 times at the very least just today. It is such an awesome jam, you know, speaking about how a man, alichipoiwa, let's just call it what it is. It's the man, Timitidat ndo alipigwa kachipo. So what happened and how did you decide to become, because in the song, it seems like you are a narrator. You are narrating the story of Timitidat and this woman and how he eventually got caught having, you know, slept with a married woman. So tell us about that story as well.
First of all, the producer who did that is Amadou on the beat. And when I was at his place at the studio, I wanted to do a different kind of project. I wanted to do a project whereby everyone can relate to. Like I wanted a storyline. You understand? And being that I recorded the chorus part first, and the chorus was like the root of the story. Because without that chorus, you can't know what's
going on. Yeah.
You understand? And fortunately, Timitidat came to the studio when I left. I didn't know when I left. So when he listened to that audio, I think the producer, because we know each other, we've been together in the music industry for a long time. So he played that song, Ile tu ya Juju, you know, Ile ya Juju, and apparently Timmy was impressed with it. And when I went back to the studio now to finish up the song, he had already kept his verse.
Oh.
You understand?
Yeah.
So, you know me, when I went to the studio, I went to finish my project.
Yeah.
I think it was like a surprise or something, because even my producer didn't tell me anything. he just said, put a studio. Like he was so
excited.
Yes, and psyched up, like, you know. So when I went to the studio and I listened to that part, and I was like, you know what? This is the right song that portrays how fans look at Timitidat. Because now that's how Timmy is being looked out outside now, you know. Like people know him for the lady killer and all that.
The playboy. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, you know what, this is it. The connection was just real, and it was perfect for him as a character in that song.
I love it.
And the rest is history. That's how he came up with it.
I love it. So are you planning on making other projects with Timmy? Because I know there's something in the works from the interviews that I've seen you talking about Timitidat and your collaboration. I know there are a few other projects, but is there something that is already out other than Casey?
Ngoma ziko, but bado sijazitoa, because as I've said, I have a strategy of how I am going to release my project.
Okay.
But ngoma ni kibao sana, ziko mingi sana.
Nice. Nikikusikiliza sometimes I can almost feel like kama Professor J ako kwa masikio yangu kidogo. So it's like I listen to you and I'm literally picturing you and Professor J mkifanya some collaboration. Your sound is it's similar in that your lyrics are top notch, your creativity is on point, you tell a lot of stories in your songs, so it's easy to follow, and it really just feels like a mad vibe. Unajua kuna ile personality in a song, and all of your songs so far have that personality. Is he one of the people that you look up to, the people that you like their sound and you've incorporated it in yours? Nani anakupatianga hiyo inspiration?
Professor J is a good artist too. Like I'd love to do something with him because I love his style of music and his lyrics. His writing is so deep.
It is.
It's always so deep. If you are one person who knows good music, you can get to understand his type of writing. You understand? And I don't mind, like I'd be so obliged doing something with him. Yes.
Okay.
So
Cool. If we have plugs, baby, Professor J, ukiona hii video, tafadhali tafuta our friend Achicho here. Please, can we do something? I know he's going through like some health issues, but you know what? Come through. Let's do this before anything happens.
Yes. Kwa majina ni Achicho aka Software, yani kama kawa mama ya baba yangu. Remember, this is the Story Clip Show.
So of course, as the rapper, the freestyler, the artist that she is, she had to show us some of this freestyle she keeps telling us that she can do. So let's see what Achicho can do as a freestyler. Let's go.
Mindo mama baba yao, first lady wa buba. Mimi ule demanga na kula kwenye kwa juba. Kazi zangu big spoon kwenye tofuda. Chunga usichokoze. Hisi mali ya umma maybe. Nimebeba mali ya huda. Ama ni ruma ya kiuma. I think that's what tunatia because of my lyrics.
Now, let's go into the music. We've spoken about Kessie with Timitidat. There are a few songs which I've listened to from 2020, like Bash with Guzman and Gwash. And that was also such a vibe. And in my mind, I'm like, what to ajib? It's one of those things where you're like, okay, tunajibamba, lakini kuna hiyo line yenye ilini kanganya. Mokoro alicheza na keki. What?
Okay.
What does that even mean? Inamaanisha?
Unajua music has two meanings.
Yeah.
Ukisikiza ngoma ya mtu yoyote who is an artist, just know music has two meanings. It has the outer meaning and it has the inner meaning. You understand? So the outer meaning of it actually, ukisikia ngoma inaimba Sinibash, Mokoro alicheza na keki.
Sinibash.
So like it is just simple for even a kid can relate with it kuwa ni bash, yani Mokoro ni mama. Mokoro ni mama actually. And when you say Mokoro alicheza na keki, the outer meaning inamaanisha ni aliba hiyo keki.
Okay.
It is just simple. It is just a simple.
Hapo tuko pamoja. Lakini what's the underlying story?
The underlying story, the inner meaning inaweza kuwa different meanings. Inaweza kuwa ukisikia hiyo part Kapi, the song belongs to Kapi official. Na ukisikia akiimba Mokoro alicheza na keki for the adult now life. Let's talk about the adult life. Ni kama kesi. Ni kama kesi.
Okay.
Ni kama ngoma hiyo ya kesi ya yangu na Timitidat.
Yeah.
But now it's like Kapi anasema Mokoro, not the mom now. Mokoro can be any woman.
Okay.
Unaona alicheza na keke. I don't want to go deeper because
no,
like
come on, give us the tea. Tupatie chai bana.
But actually when we were doing it, we were not looking into the inner meaning sana because ukisikata your content, inaongelea kulikuwa na bash, alafu makara walikuja, pia zao zilikuwa zimeshika. You understand? Like it is just a party song.
Okay.
Yeah, the inner meaning actually is always for the few who understand deeper meanings.
Come on, me baby, now I'm getting angry because there is another song as well. I think ni MaVelA. We'll talk about it much later. But MaVelA pia imenikanganya. Wacha tuweke hiyo pause because it's your new song. We'll talk about it later. But it's the same. It feels like a lot of your songs have a very underlying meaning and so few people understand it. Na tunataka kukuwa in the loop bana. Lakini ni sawa tu. So we have Roots, which also was a very impressive song, which you did a long time ago. Roots, I've heard it was like 2016, around, it was July. Between June and July, you had that song. And I really loved the fact that you had so many different languages. It felt like one of these political songs where you have artists from Kikuyu land, Mkamba ndio huyo ameingia kwa mix, wewe na Kijaluo, and all of that. What happened there, and how did you end up being connected to a song that is so uniting for the country in general, How did you come up with that?
King Kamonzi came to Kenya.
Yes.
He's a Zungu guy who's an artist.
Mm-hmm.
And he wanted his album to be with 16 songs since it was 2016.
Oh.
So his plan was he wanted us to do 16 songs about culture. It was just about culture.
You also are very, as I've said, you can really hear your presence, and you're representing your tribe. And when I listen to it, it just feels to me like you are making Kenyans understand that you're supposed to be proud. Quite proud of where you come from. Don't forget your culture. It's not one of those songs that is supposed to be dividing people. Your songs try and make people proud of their culture, therefore uniting everyone. And I genuinely love that about you. Another song which you did in the same year was Ujumbe, and it gave me such old school vibes. It was that like old school hip hop. Even the beat, I think the beat was also sampled because it was such an old school vibe, and I really like that song. So tell us about that as well.
Ujumbe remix was officially a song which belonged to Gabiro, a Kisumu artist called Gabiro.
Okay.
It's necessary. And I think it's just pure the same. It's just about culture now, Kisumu. And ato ukisikia the chorus, it says kati ya mtaa tunawashata. There's something like that in there. Like it's just about the culture that we had back in the day.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love it. Let's get into your more recent music. Tuanzie na Confidence with Lengama, a very nice song, also sampling some bongo beats.
Achicho dimples. Lengama. Yani mama baba yao. It's a Madonna on the beat.
And it was just easy, you know? You're like, all right. Even the video was really nice, and we're like, okay, I'm going with it. I'm feeling it. Tell us about that one as well.
Confidence is just like a version that is, let's say, close to Gengeton or Mosoko Gengeton. And being that Lengama, I love doing projects with artists who are so talented but are so underrated. And I felt like I just wanted a spice up in the confidence, in the Gengeton world. That's why I did the collab with him. And generally, naongelelea tu Gengeton. You know Gengeton, sasa Gengeton wawas. Gengeton hakunanga kuficha. Like you cannot hide anything in Gengeton. And I was like, you know what? For me, I like trying new things. So I was like, let's do this. Let's just do it.
Okay.
And just came up with it.
Okay, it was such a nice song. And then there was of course, all the challenges that you did. I think 2019, 2020, you were really into them challenges though. Because you did Ordinare, you did Nikubaya, which was a challenge for Breeder. And on all of those songs, now you started bringing out that what do you call it? Your alter ego, of Mamaya Babayao. So your alter ego started like really popping up on these challenges because you're calling everyone out and you're like, by the mimi ndio mama ya baba yako Breeder na utaambia mtu kitu. And I love that confidence, that just like, do what you want to do. I am still the OG. So tell us why you got into all of these challenges. Was it just a thing of trying to get traction, or is it that you really felt the music alafu ukasema, because I'm feeling it and I can flow, let's do this? What happened?
All the challenges, I've always done them because I personally like to challenge myself. I don't do it because of you. I do it so that I can see kama Breeder litoi ngoma. You understand? What if I do it my version? Wase wataonaje? And then when I look at the feedback, now I'm like, then I'm on the right track. Actually, that is the reason why I always do the challenges. Because I want to challenge myself. Not even challenge the original
artist. Okay.
Yes, because I remember even when I was doing Nikubaya, nikisema mindo mama ya ule mbaya Breeder. That is why even if I say that, I clarify kuwa ni mnoma pia. You understand? I don't do it out ndo ikue beef ama. And I think they know because these are people who I converse with. You understand? These are people who I converse with, and I try to let them understand that
it's not hate.
It's not hate.
I'm not chasing clout. I'm just trying to do this for the music.
Yeah. I'm just doing for music, and I'm doing it for myself and for the fans. You understand? Yeah. So, but when it came to Kalikatel, it was ordinary challenge before now Kalikatel. And I remember very well, I was very skeptical of doing it. Not because I didn't want to do it, or I was afraid of doing it, no. But I was like, I've done a lot of challenges. At that time, my manager was like, you know what? I was telling him, like, you know, I don't want to do this thing. Wacha watu wengine wafanye. Wacha tu wafanye. And he was like, Achicho usiangushe. Wenda tu ufanye. You understand? And I was like, you know what? I just woke up and went to the studio. And that's how it just came out.
Damn! Okay.
But all in all, I always do challenges to challenge myself.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, I love it. Considering you're a freestyle artist, it's important for you to keep your brain working. Your hizo maneno zisipotee pia. You know, sometimes you sleep on your talent. Next thing you wake up, you can't sing anything. And so now let's get into MaVelA. Now, la salala. Okay.
Yeah.
Niko MaVelA. Niko MaVelA. My haters welcome my jailer. Napenda mashore kupiga
It's Fulani on the beat.
Niko MaVelA. Makoro ni nini? Mimi sitambui. Makoro ni nini?
Neza relate na ngoma ya nani? This ngoma ya Pedi.
Yeah.
Yes, Pedi. Now you see Pedi Bensola alijichukulia kama yeye ndo Pedi. But Pedi wa mapenzi. You know? Yes. So MaVelA when I was writing MaVelA, I was like, this is something a lot of you wanna relate nayo. Ni kama sahii tukisema Wajakoya, you know watu wengi wana relate.
Kila mtu anajua Wajakoya the fifth.
Yes, so MaVelA, I am like almost 99% of you to know what MaVelA is.
True. Kuna
boys anaweza piga hiyo MaVelA na aone anaweza pigia msupa wake akuwe Pedi wa mapenzi. It's just art. You know, it's just art. But Makoro means not legit MaVelA. Yes, that's
now I know. I was like, what's going on?
Kama unawezaitisha Vela and then usikie si poa alafu ulize tu Pedi wako mbona umenipatia kitu yenye si yes. Sasa hiyo kitu yenye si poa ndo Makoro. Ndio maana hapo nasema Makoro ni nini? Sitambui.
Lakini pia on that song ukasema kitu kingine ambayo ilinifanya nikune kichwa. You said because you were talking about deras and then you said ukikuja na dera jua exactly. Now clarify, madam. What?
Okay. When I put a line in my song, I represent a lot of people. Like mimi najichukuanga kama object. You know, like I take myself as an object. Like hata nikisema ukikuja na dera itabaki umetendwa. Yani inamaanisha even I'm putting myself as an object kuwa. Understand? Even the guys will love that line, of course. What do usikuje na dera?
Achicho, hapo unatucheza na you know you're playing us. You know it. Ni sawa tu tutawachilia. When you post, because like this is something that a lot of people need to understand. When you post anything on your social media, you always add a hashtag trust the process. And in my mind, I'm like, yes. Yes, let's do that meditation. Let's manifest. Let's push ourselves into the system. Push that energy out there. Ndio, at least iki happen eventually. Because we all make it. Eventually, kila mtu mwenye ana hustle. As long as you're pushing, utafika. So I love the fact that you're trying to still show your process while you are trusting the process. Tell us about that. Because I've heard you mentioning on an interview that I watched, I saw you guys talking about how when you started, like finances were tough getting penetration and people playing you was difficult, as in people just recognizing you. You know you're talented, but people don't see it yet. Tell us about that and why that is something that you still do up until today.
Number one, because I'm a believer. Personally, I don't joke when it comes to God, because at the end of the day, if it's not this God, I don't think even you could have known who I am. You understand? That's why you find in every post that I make or put, I must put trust the process. Because to me, I believe I have not accomplished what I want to accomplish yet. And if I do, I will still continue trusting the process, because it's only God who has made it happen. You understand? That is why. But I'm a very strong believer, by the way.
I can tell.
Every person should do that. Every artist should do that. Even anyone. That's why even you, if you go to work and all that, you have to just thank God for the day. You understand? And I'm just trying to install something in people that you cannot do anything without God.
There has to be someone looking out for you. Whichever God you listen to or talk to, that's the one. So I love that. I love that. And as we wind up, you also said something very important.
Freedom ikipata market egg, your tantrums are vague. Usipanue mdomo next time ukisema tribe yetu imekuwa targeted, na ukichukua panga ukate your neighbor, my friend, utakuwa behave kama buckethead. Wakati ma breadwinners hawezi afford toast ya bread, hate ime spread hate messages kwa thread. Tunasaka jinsi ya kumaliza ujinsia.
I loved that quote. Honestly, you put it in such a beautiful way, because you brought in so many different aspects in one line. Unatukumbusha, Hague happened, and yes, we're over here saying that we're fighting for these people, but they still have done really bad things to us in the past. You still called us out and told us, Bebe, if you're listening to these people, you're trying to kill your friends, or you're trying to commit these atrocities to people around you, you're still being stupid because you're getting played. How did you even come up with with one bar in encompass kila kitu? As in, what's this?
Actually, that was when I was in Kisumu. Now I did that spoken word, I was in Kisumu. I think your time nilikuwa na reside Kisumu, and I was engaging myself. I wasn't a spoken word artist, by the way. It's just my interest of art that kept me into it.
Okay.
And I remember very well, there was this guy who inspired me so much in Kisumu. His name is Dawe Dawe. He does spoken word, a very legit spoken word artist.
Okay.
And I engaged myself a lot with him. We became friends and all that. And I think he's the one who installed a lot of knowledge in me, especially when it comes to spoken word writing. And how I came up with that is we looked into how we have suffered as the owners of, we are the ones who are doing the vote, right now. And we were just looking into how to 2007, vitu zilifanyika and all that. And I just think that's how that came. And I feel talking the truth in that spoken word even did a lot for me in that event. It was very successful according to the lyrics in that spoken word. Yes.
Okay, can you please say it to us once more so we can hear it from the horse's mouth?
Freedom ikipata market head, your tantrums are vague. Usipanue mdomo next time ukisema tribe yetu imekuwa targeted, na ukichukua panga ukate your neighbor, my friend, itabaki umebaki kama buckethead.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you so much for being with us throughout this whole process. I know you had a lot more to do with your life, but thank you for gracing us with this opportunity. We really genuinely hope that you continue to push, you continue to give us good music, and when you get over there at the top, we'll be like, we know her. Bebe, tunamjua. Achicho tunamjua. Wa unasema nini? We want to be those people. Thank you so much. Yeah. Anyway, any closing remarks as we dip?
Just pray, work, and believe.
Okay.
As simple as that. And social media handles, Achicho Software, kila mahali, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Achicho Software.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh, and we didn't even mention that software. Why? Me, I already know. Me personally, I know Achicho is called software, and I know why. But I feel like a lot of people need to understand why. And I mentioned it at the beginning when I called out all of your accolades. She's a rapper, she's a vocalist, she's an actor, she's a FMC, she's an she's a chef. She's a you do so many things. So what was software, and why Achicho Software?
Software, because of everything that you said already. It's just as simple as that. I do a lot. Like, I am so versatile. I believe like I'm so talented in different areas. And no matter nilieka hiyo software so that I can do any type of gig. Any type of gig that I'm needed to do, I can deliver it.
Thank you so much for being with us. And please, when you have other projects, when you have other things going on, this is your home. The Story Clip Show is your home.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.